All right, you guys. Woo, I had to delete some of this stuff that I had in order for me to tape this now. Again, this is my third attempt to discuss my education in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Right. So again, I was at the a location where I was doing a job search, where I had access to where I was supposed to be able to, check my emails, send and receive emails, everything that I have, and again, I have been blocked from information technology and the outside world. The local area network is not allowing my email access. I don't know what is going on. This is a conspiracy, is what I'm thinking at this point, with Google, and Microsoft. I have two email addresses, one established with each. They'll work fine for one day, or even for a few hours. I can't even say one day. And then I'm unable to access them, or my passwords don't work, and then it's like, well, let us send you a new one to your alternate email address for recovery. You guys, I used to work in information technology. I used to do tech support for basic, simplistic navigation for things like password resets and stuff like that. It's fucked up. What y'all doing to me? I mean, you don't have access to the intricate details of the things that I know, right? I have been government bonded in insurance. I know about insurance. So all this stuff that y'all is like whatever was being orchestrated that I was supposed to know, I learned during the course of my life. It may not show a nice bachelor's degree for a piece of paper to hang on a wall for somebody, but I probably know more than the average person does with a working knowledge of intelligence for life overall in general. I know things that the average person don't know. Okay, so and then what I don't know, I'm inquisitive about, as confirmed by the horn there. Everybody don't have access to information that I may have, right? So again, you know, underestimating my intelligence based on looking at me and making an assessment that I am not intelligent, looking at my school records and going back all the way to from Head Start through kindergarten. Please understand, in the first grade, or was it the second grade, my parents were approached to have me skip, or to skip 2 grades because I was intelligent. The task testing, my comprehension skills level was off the charts, right? This was presented as a child. So for people to be acting like they don't know what's going on, or Tay just slow, or Tay's interaction, her social development where it was supposed to be, that's a lie. That is a bald face lie. I acclimated to, other than the, of course, adolescent years where everyone goes through a period of, you know, uh, trying to find themselves as a person. Everybody goes through that. And, as far as reaching puberty and doing things like that. So I was an adolescent just like any other adolescent. I kept to myself. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I kept to myself so much and stayed in my room so much is because the people that I was left in their hands for care, there was a lot of mental illness with these individuals. It's like taking a kid and sticking them somewhere, and again, I laugh about it now because I look, hindsight being 2020, it played out to my advantage in some ways, and then now it's becoming a detriment to me because those that were around me at the time, individuals, and again, I'm going back to high school because these assessments are being made by those apparently that I went to school with, right? Where the Kalamazoo Central Promise was given by Obama and all this other kind of stuff. So if you look at my school records, it's going to indicate a large level of absenteeism. And the reason being is because it was below zero temperatures and you just moved me from San Diego, California to Kalamazoo, Michigan, where it was cold as hell, and I had been in Chicago prior to that, where I contracted pneumonia and hadn't even been there 3 months, right? Pneumonia and asthma that almost took me out of here, almost died. So again, that's how I ended up in Kalamazoo in the first place, right? So my father, he moved us there, you know, based on a personal issue he was having with his mother at the time where we were staying. So, you guys, this is really a lot of things that are not included on paper that you're going to be able to see, that outline the reason as to why my development was what it was. Look at how many schools I even went to from the time from Head Start all the way up until senior high school. For God's sakes, I couldn't even complete my senior high school year at one school, right? I went to the Colony High School for my junior year when I was first brought to Dallas, Texas, the Dallas, Texas area. And then I went to MacArthur High School for the final semester of my senior year. During the course of which time, while I was here for my junior and senior years, right, this is what I had to do to complete class. When I got to, when my father first moved me here from Kalamazoo to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we were living in Carrollton, Texas. Carrollton, Texas being a part of, being right where the county line was for Denton County, right? So we had to be bused to school, and the Colony High School had not been open but 2 years before I entered for my junior year, what was supposed to be my junior year there. I get there, and I'm speaking to a guidance counselor who was looking in my face and telling me, right, you're not going to finish high school. And I'm like, what? She's like, honey, based on the credits that